Hello, and welcome to Rosa Laura. If this is your first time visiting the channel, it's lovely to meet you. And if you're returning, it's so wonderful to have you back. My name is Rosa, I'm a digital artist, and today I'm going to be working on a commission of Hetch. Hetch is a cleric from the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign that I am in. It is a homebrew. The character that I play in this campaign is Knaphe. And while she had a little bit more of a difficulty during this combat, which I actually illustrated in another Speedpaint, Hetch was all gas, all go, all the time. They were using their deployable shield to great effect, and of course, Undertow. They were also casting out tons of spells. They are a cleric of Solaris, and Solaris in our homebrew campaign world is the god of the sea. Hetch is super tight with them. So in this commission, my client asked me to just depict Hetch during this battle, just absolutely ripping it up. And that was not difficult. Hetch absolutely just slayed in this combat. They took down these chain devils, which I wanted to really get across with the sort of like chains that I'm gonna lay in. And I wanted there to be a lot of motion in this piece. So there's the bowing of their sort of like over jacket, there's the flow of their hair, the way that the necklace with the holy symbol really flings out to the side. And I really wanted for every little piece of this commission to feel like it was in movement so that I could really get across the feeling of the battle. Even the way that the little tails of the bottom of the jacket are posed are meant to look like it will fly out. This commission is actually a 3/4 body, it isn't a full body, which is why it stops at the waist like it does, but I didn't want for the image to feel incomplete. So I put in the chain border around Hetch to really try and unify the vision as one. So it didn't look like, like, oh, this is just a 3/4 body. It can't be a really dynamic and exciting scene. I want it to look dynamic. I want it to still look like the absolute throes of combat. Just because you can't see the lower half of a figure doesn't mean that it's not doing anything. One of the most important things for me when I approach a piece is making sure that a character has a really awesome expression. I know that it's a smaller part of a piece. A lot of people like to really focus on figure, and I think that that's something that I personally need to work on. But something that I feel like I really shine with and I do well at is making sure that a character has an expression that really fits their situation and their personality in general. Hetch is a little bit of a gremlin. They are always getting into trouble. They want to do things their way. And when it comes down to things like combat and pushing obstacles out of their way, they do it without any shred of remorse. Hetch is a little bit manic at times, but we love them anyway. And I really wanted to get that across with the way that their expression works in the piece. Their smile kind of wild and a little bit crooked, their eyebrows kind of drawn all the way down. You can see the focus and the press in their forehead and in their eyebrow, and yet still there's this excitement, there's this energy and positivity because they know exactly what they're doing, they understand the situation that they're in, and they also know that they're gonna win. There's no reason to worry at all. This was such a fun combat. Please check out the other video with Knaphe if you like, where Hetch is obviously really succeeding and doing awesome. Knaphe is not. This was a really wonderful combat. I've never had a combat that took place in literal hell before. Just wasn't something that I'd had the chance to do in another campaign. So the fact that our DM was like, yeah, absolutely, we're gonna go through a portal to hell and we're going to just have combat there because we can. You're on the devil's home turf now. It's gonna make things a little bit more difficult. I think that was a really amazing, dramatic way to take the combat to the next level. And I hope that I was able to take this commission to the next level for my commissioner, for my client. He really seemed to like it. And when I take a look at Hetch, when I think about their personality and how it's reflected in this piece, I feel really satisfied with how they turned out. All of the little details, the lighting on the face, the glint in the eye, the eye patch, the folds in the fabric, it all just really came together for me. So I can't complain. I'm perfectly happy. A special thanks to my patrons who helped me make art, including Banjo, Confogalclips, Deator, and Firepit. But of course, also you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can click on another video to watch next. And if you really enjoy my work, you can support me on Patreon. And remember, it's all gonna be okay. See you next time.